Hello and welcome to Dream Life Designer, where I help you make your dreams a reality. I'm Lauren, and by the end of this video, you will learn how to use fear as a tool to get you motivated to reach your dreams. I come out with new videos every week, so subscribe below and click on the bell to turn on notifications so you're the first to know about them. There are two things in life that motivate us as humans and actually motivate most creatures. And the first is pleasure. We are motivated to pursue things that we find pleasurable. The second is pain, or the fear of pain, that motivates us to avoid things that we perceive will cause us pain. All creatures are motivated by these things. It's like the idea of the stick and the carrot, that there's something that you want, that you pursue. There's also something you don't want that you try to avoid. So those are the main motivators that we have as humans in common with all other animals. In many of my other videos, I focus in on pleasure as a motivation to get you to your dreams. I talk about writing out your dreams, really defining those dreams in detail, getting that visualization, envisioning what it is that you are striving for and how much joy you will have when you reach that place, how much pleasure you will have. So it's a huge motivating tool to be able to envision those things and look forward to that and eagerly move towards it. The desire for pleasure can be a huge motivator. But we also can't forget about the desire to avoid pain or the fear of pain. Often pain and fear of pain keeps us from pursuing our dreams. It actually keeps us from being motivated because we might fear change, just things not being the same as they are right now, fear of the unknown, fear of failure, that we're not going to achieve those things that we've set out and how we'll feel about that failure, maybe fear of embarrassment. There are a lot of fears that keep us from doing something. So it motivates us to not take action. It motivates us to stay where we are, to not do anything to change our situation because we are more afraid of the consequences that might happen that might not be pleasant. But we can also turn this around and use that fear as a tool to get you motivated to pursue your goals and dreams. So how? How do we do this? We flip that fear around, and instead of thinking, oh, what are the bad things that could happen if I pursue this dream, you think, what are the bad things that could happen? What pain might I face if I don't pursue my dreams? And try and frame it in that way. If you don't pursue that job that you think will really give you pleasure, what pain might you face if you don't pursue that? You might be stuck for the rest of your life in a job that drains your soul, that you hate, that you don't feel is going anywhere, that you dread going to work every day. That's pretty painful. Yes, it might be scary to step out and pursue a new career path, to make a change, to put yourself out there. That fear can hold you back from pursuing that dream. But you can turn it around by thinking, oh my gosh, what is the pain I will face that I don't want to face if I don't pursue that dream? Maybe another dream you have is to be healthy and fit, in good shape, reducing health problems and health risks, and you want to feel good and look good. That would bring you a lot of pleasure. But you're afraid of the hard work it might take. You're afraid of being embarrassed as you get started, taking those actions. You're afraid you might not enjoy some of the changes you have to make to do that. Well, flip it around and think, what pain might I face? What fear do I have if I don't make those changes? You might continue to feel uncomfortable. If you're feeling uncomfortable, you might feel unattractive. You might have some major health problems because you're not turning your life around to be more healthy. Really focus in on those things that you are afraid of if you don't take that action. What negative consequences will happen if you don't pursue that dream? Just like in some of my other videos where I talked about getting really clear on envisioning your dream and where you want to be, all those things that will bring you pleasure to motivate you. In this instance, turn it around, really envision and clarify for yourself, what are all of the negative consequences that will happen if you don't pursue that dream that you think will give you pleasure? What are all of the things you are afraid of happening if you don't follow that course of action? That can be a huge motivator. Then you can pair up that fear of pain with that desire for pleasure, and those two together are hugely motivating because you have that carrot there that you're desiring, that you're going after, and you have that stick there that you're like, gosh, I also want to avoid these things. So I really want this thing. It'll bring me so much pleasure if I get there, when I get there, but I also really want to avoid these things because those things bring me a lot of pain and discomfort and displeasure, so I'm going to do all I can to avoid those things. Putting those two together, the pleasure and the pain or fear of pain, can really help boost your motivation and keep you dedicated to taking the steps you need to take to get to those dreams that you set for yourself. It can give you the motivation and follow through that you need. If you have a dream or some goals that you've set that you haven't been following through with, maybe because you lost some of your motivation, or you kind of have some things you're afraid of that are keeping you from really striking out and going after that dream, take some time to think about what are the consequences that you're afraid of if you don't follow through with that dream. Let that give you an extra boost to really go after that dream. And even if you are following a dream right now, even if you are pursuing it, still taking a little time to think of those negative consequences can give you a little extra oomph as you go after those dreams and pursue them. And if you don't mind sharing, go ahead and put in the comments below, what is one of those things you're afraid of, that you want to avoid, that you don't want to end up being in that spot that's propelling you towards a dream. Share what that thing is you're afraid of, and share what that dream is that you are pursuing because of that. You can also share why you're excited about it too, of course. But go ahead and share below, how are you going to use fear as a tool to propel you forwards rather than to keep you from achieving your goal? I hope you found this video helpful and that this tool is useful for you in motivating you to achieve your goals and dreams. If you did, please click like and share it with a friend. Also, if you haven't yet, remember to subscribe and click on the bell so you can get notifications of new videos that come out every week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.